Hello people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wangari. If you're new here, my channel's name is Wangari's World, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make Scotch eggs. The ingredients are as I've shown: eggs, sausages, breadcrumbs with some spices, and one beaten egg. That's all you need. We start by peeling off our sausages. We peel them one by one. If you're in Kenya, you know how farmer's choice or most sausages are in a very slender casing, so it's really easy to remove them. But if you have those harder shells or harder casings, you can just pull it out and let it slip from the bottom. These ones are 4 sausages for the 4 eggs. That's how I measure it. I use 1 sausage per egg, but I'll go ahead and mash them together to make sort of like a paste to make it easier for me for the Scotch eggs. We mash and mash and mash, and these particular sausages, these ones were not Farmer's Choice. They're a different brand. I forgot what they are called, but they are different because if you know Farmer's Choice, these are wako down. Yeah, like, no offense, but I've had issues with Farmer's Choice sausages of late. They go bad really fast, and the flavor, it's not really there like it used to be. So these ones are, I know they are halal. I'll check for the name and then put it up there, but they're a bit harder, so I mashed them with the fork, and I added a bit of water and this canola oil to make it a bit softer. I know with Farmer's Choice, especially the chicken and pork sausages, the patty is softer, but like I've said, these days I'm not vibing with Farmer's Choice because I've had not such a great experience with their sausages. So I'll go ahead and use my hands to mash it, and then at this point I'll apply the cooking oil on my hands to make it easier for me to make the casing for the Scotch eggs. So what I do is I make a round ball like that, and then I pat it down using my palm, and especially this corner of my palm, that part, and it helps with making the patty flatter, and it helps with me knowing the thickness of the patty because it has to cover this egg. And I cover it up and I make sure that all the corners are covered. Every part of this egg should be covered with this sausage patty. And if you're vegan or if you don't do sausages, these were pork sausages. If you don't do pork, you can do beef. If you don't do meat, you can do a mashed potato with spices, a casing made of that. You mix mash with some breadcrumbs, an egg, and some spices, and you can do the same. But here we are doing it with sausages because we love meat over here. Then again, the same process. I'll go through this whole everyone can how to do this because it's a bit tricky. It took a while for me how to do this, and it's all thanks to my mom. My mom taught me how to make these things, and they're a party favorite, especially as when we have guests. We go ahead and continue mixing, making the patties and putting them on top, just like this. These are a party favorite. If you want to make a change, just the normal things maybe you used to serving your guests, you can surprise them with this, and especially with the kids, they love it. I make this all the time. Really love them, and it's something that a lot of people have asked how to do, so I decided to just do this video to show people how to go about it. So we continue making these patties and putting the sausage on top. The same process without editing out this part because I know you need to see it to get the gist of it and understand how it is. Palm your oil on your palm to prevent the patty from sticking on your hand. The cooking oil or you can put whatever suits you. It was the same. And then over there I'm placing them on breadcrumbs that I had, and my breadcrumbs are flavored. I put some spices and some salt to give them flavor so that I don't have to put salt on top of the Scotch eggs once they're done. So you can start with the egg and then the breadcrumbs, but I love double dipping. That's where you put the whole thing in the breadcrumbs and then on the egg, and then again to to the breadcrumbs, because the breadcrumbs have to be on top, of course, because of holding the whole thing together, as well as the egg also helps with holding the whole thing together. But I like double dipping to make that casing as strong as can be, so that I don't need to freeze it, I don't need to pre-freeze it, I just need to, I cook it immediately, I'm done. After that, I'll wash my hands, come back, and over here I'll be heating up my, I'll be covering up my Scotch eggs. Now we are covering it with the breadcrumbs, my spiced breadcrumbs, and again we do that, we have to always keep rolling it to make sure that it doesn't lose its shape, and then we go on into the egg mixture and then back to the breadcrumbs, and that's how we cover it up. And this helps with keeping it together, as you know, and this also gives it flavor, because like I've said, I put some flavors, some spices into the breadcrumbs. And again we do it again with the second one and the third one and the fourth one, and here the process will be pretty much repetitive, but it's just to show you guys how to do it. You can wear gloves, you can use your, if you don't like the feeling of meats or cold meats in your hands, you can just use gloves, but I don't mind it. So here we have it, we are dipping it back into the egg mixture. It's just one plain egg here, and the eggs I don't put any kind of flavors, so we put it in there and we roll it around, roll it, make sure the egg has covered each part of that Scotch egg. And again, this second one, the third one, and these Scotch eggs are, trust me, they are a party favorite. People will be wondering what are these, because a lot of people don't know them, and I find it interesting that I grew up eating these things, but I guess it's just my mom who's she's very adventurous in her cooking, so she taught all of us how to make them. Funny enough, I'm the only one in our family who makes them, who knows how to make them. No shade to anyone else, but you know yourselves, this process, it's not hard. We make these things, especially during the holidays, we make like batches, like up to 20 of them at a go. Just me and my mom just there tukichapa stories za jaba, just laughing, and we make like 20-30 of them. So here there is the complete look. I wash my hands and then I heat up my oil. I use canola oil to make this. It's a lighter oil, it doesn't burn easily, but you can use whatever vegetable or cooking oil that you have within you. Of course, not olive oil, just any heavy cooking oil that you have. So I dropped them using this mesh. I lost that footage somehow, but you drop them because the oil had really heated up. So I dropped them slowly, one by one, and don't overcrowd your pan, so that the heat of the oil does not go down. They need high heat. So here they are, we're done cooking them. They take like 5 to 7 minutes to cook through, because the patties are slim. So here we're going to cut it up and see how they look inside. Let's see. Wow, it looks good. I love hard-boiled eggs. I don't do soft-boiled eggs. So I'm going to put some ketchup. I love kapute ketchup. It's the bomb. And then some garlic chili over here, and it's a wrap. It really was good. Now let's give it a taste test. Let's see. Over here, there's the Scotch egg. Let's taste it. And it was so good, guys. It was so good. It's warm, it's delicious. It's something you can have for breakfast, for dinner, for lunch. It's delicious. If you love this or want to see more recipes, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.